Guys, just thought I'd come sit out here for a few minutes and chit chat with you. I feel like I haven't talked to anybody in forever. I usually do little chats like this and put them in members only, but I'm just gonna shoot this out to everyone. I'm just sitting at the picnic table. You can see the canopy's pulled down, so that's what's all in your face is the canopy. I don't have it up when the weather's really bad, because it'll just end up down the street. So, and there's of course the guineas. What would my life be like without the guineas? They really need to go. But anyway, I just wanted to sit and chat with you for a few minutes. It's been a horrible week, a long week, an exhausting week. Excuse me. I was up at 6 this morning. And you know I don't go to bed till 2 or 3. So I was up at 6 this morning. Met some guy here with his truck, and he was here. He's a septic guy. He was here this morning. So it only took him about 35 minutes, and I went back into the bed and slept. But it has been a long week. I told you in my community post, the toilet backed up, the tub backed up, the washer backed up. I'm like, oh, right. So my son comes over, I'm in the house. I start hearing saws going underneath the house. I'm like, oh my God. You know how you get all stressed out. He was cutting water pipes in half and all kinds of mess looking. We ran a regular auger down through there. And then he ran some machine auger that just went down through everything in the house, all the way down to the septic tank. And he couldn't find any kind of blockage. So the next option was, do I need the septic tank pumped out? So we took the lid off of it, and he said, definitely. So what I gather is you can run a quick shower, you can flush the toilet, but you couldn't run the washer because it was too much pressure and water being forced out at one time to where it doesn't have any place else to go but the toilet or the bathtub. So I haven't had the washing machine for a week. Rain non-stop. Weeds taken over the garden. I did manage to pick from the garden twice though. Muddy clothes, wet clothes, can't wash. Anyway, I don't know if that solves our problem or not, but I think it does. It hadn't been pumped in a long time. I don't even know when it was pumped last. So hopefully, and plus we've had rain non-stop. So I'm hoping it all works itself out and we don't have to resort to putting in new lines in the front. So keep your fingers crossed on that. The reason I didn't have a whole lot of trouble, I guess my problem figuring it out was, why didn't it do it any other time? So the wash machine was the culprit. Because the water filled up, washed the clothes, and drained. That's when it was backing up. So when it started backing up, we didn't know that's what it was. So we just cut everything off. Everything off that was running, that, and tried to get it, alleviated. Plunger, blah, 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 blah. Then we went and got my son's auger, or I guess that's what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some kind of snake thing. And we ran that through there, and as far as we could, so that wasn't good enough. So then he had to bring the electric one over here that runs through everything. He cut the line to put some kind of side pump in. So if there was, because this was in the evening. This was like after he'd worked all day long, and in the evening. So we were just trying to fix it for now, for a day or two, till we could figure out what we were doing. So he put some kind of side thing in to where if it backed up again, I could take the cap off it and it would just rush out, It would take the pressure off the tub and everything. So, but I hadn't touched the washer. I still haven't used the washer. So hopefully today I'll wash clothes. So once this thing fills up again, which it shouldn't, but once this thing fills up again, if we start backing up again, I'll know I got problems with my lines. But anyway, enough of all that scientific crap. Pun intended. And last Sunday when we were on our live, my laptop froze me out. Well, That's the second time it's done that. And I had noticed this, but I didn't really pay attention. But my keyboard has a little like slant in it, a little warp in it. And I'm like, okay. So after doing a little research, I figured out that my lithium battery was probably swelling inside my keyboard. So I ordered another laptop. Don't let anybody tell you YouTube is free. YouTube is far from free. YouTube is free if you just want to sit there and watch it on your phone. It is not free. So I got a new laptop Wednesday. We still weren't done with the water problem. We're not done with the water problem until this morning, Friday morning. So the laptop came Wednesday. So in between everything, I've been trying to figure out how to use it because I know nothing about technology. Nothing. And, okay, I wanted to make sure this thing was running. That would really suck if I talked to you this whole time and it wasn't running. But anyway, so I got it up. I got all the things on there, and I'm transferring apps over because, yes, I do have apps. I have lots of apps. When I edit and make stuff, I don't know, one video I use, there may be 3, 4, 5 apps. So I had to move all them over there. And, you know, when you go to a different device, they all want your password. They all want you to enter a key from your phone. It's just been so time-consuming. And I don't know if it was my daughter-in-law or Selena. I think it was Selena. The other day, I said, you know, I just want to get in my car, go to town, rent a hotel room for about 3 days, and just crawl in bed and stay in there for 3 days. You know what I mean? I'm just exhausted. But anyway, I'm going to do your invoices probably tonight. But I apologize for that. But there's just no way. I was dragging out bubble wrap and wrapping paper and boxes and scales and all that mess with all the mess I got going on now. So please forgive me. I know I can pick the garden again. I just don't have the energy. The weeds are taking it over. But with all this rain, you know, what are you going to do? Now this Sunday, I think we're going to do... Yes, we are going to do Christmas in July. But nobody has to sell Christmas. I told all the sellers they can sell whatever they want. If you've got a little bit of Christmas, just throw one in every round or something. Or some of them might have Christmas the whole round. Some of them might have stocking stuffers. Some of them might have gift ideas. Because I can tell you right now, with the way everything is right now, I am not opposed to starting my Christmas closet now. Even if I just buy a $25 gift card once in a while and put it up. Or a little toy once in a while for somebody. Or something. You know? Some kind of little gift basket I can give to somebody. With some little pretty things in it. I don't know. But I'm not opposed to starting now. Because I do not want to have to come up with all that mess at the last minute. And things are too expensive now. You kind of have to take your time. I have all kinds of stuff about making those mixes in jars that you can put little quilted tops on them and bows, like hot chocolates and soups and casseroles and cake mixes and cookie mixes and even dinner ideas. I might make some of those and just give them out to people. Mail lady, UPS man, you know, stuff like that. I like to have those in my cabinet anyway for myself, for real. I also thought about going on Amazon today and looking for, I have some meal prep containers that I can use in the freezer and the oven. I think those little metal ones, maybe that's the ones. I don't care about I don't like to microwave. Just so I can start making a few things up ahead of time. Like if I make a meatloaf, I can make 2. And I can just cut it all up and put it up in the little things and put it in the freezer. And then I can make like a batch of lasagna and have it put up. I don't know. I'm trying to make it easier. It seems like nothing I do ever works. I don't know. But between the water and the laptop, you just kind of throw your hands up in the air and go, oh well. You know? It is what it is. So I've got just about everything over on the new laptop. I just don't have my PayPal and pirate ship over there. So I'm trying to debate whether I want to invoice before I try to move that stuff over. Or try and do it on my old laptop so that I don't have any trouble. But then again, pirate ship's just a .com site I go to. I can go to that on mine. I'm sure I'll put all my passwords in again. And I think PayPal's the same way. I don't have the PayPal app. I just go to PayPal and sign in. So I shouldn't have any problem with that. They'll just want verification probably because it's a new device. Which I really don't understand. I guess they recognize the device. Windows recognizes the device, Google. And not necessarily, well, sometimes it does notice the location. Because sometimes when I look at like banking information, I have to verify who I am. Because I do turn on a VPN most of the time. But sometimes if I have a lot of trouble, I'll just turn the VPN off and I don't have any problem. Because I'm really not in Colorado. And I'm really not in Miami, Florida. So, I think your financial companies pick up on you being in a different location more so than PayPal. But anyway, we'll see. I haven't even moved Norton's over to that one yet either. But it's my understanding these new computers have a lot of little antivirus stuff in them already to begin with for the first year. I'm not sure. I'm not stressing that today anyway. I don't go any place I really need to. And if I get an email and something's on sale, I never even click on that anyway. So, I thought I'd just chat for you a minute. Let me tell you, it's sunny. It's beautiful. I think it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. After all this rain, so that should make it a swamp bath out here to try and breathe and do anything. I think it's about 2:30 in the afternoon and it feels like it's by 9 o'clock in the morning. So, other than that, nothing else is really going on. Please, let's just be enough for now, okay? I just need to get the invoices out to you guys. Because I know some of you all are waiting. Now, last Sunday's is on this month's invoice, so I'm just going to send out June's. And that's what I was going to say, since I was late with the invoices. My elite members, of course, will get their 10% off that they get all the time. And I'm going to go ahead and give the other tiers 5% off their invoice this month as a perk. Because you had to wait on these invoices a little bit. But we're kind of stuck in members. We can't have a private auction of members with like 10 people. And half of them won't show up. So, you know. And I really don't want to have chat. I could have chat and chills with 10 because we could probably talk and have fun in there. But, you know, when the memberships grow a little bit. But since they're not growing so much right now, I can just give you like a little 5% discount and a little free gift in there once in a while, an extra perk. They're not part of the memberships. I'm just doing it because I want y'all to get something for supporting the channel. And we are going to do another $100 giveaway. As soon as I hit 1,000. I think we're at 660. That's pretty decent. I'm getting them legitimately. I'm not trying to source out a bunch of people from different places because that just doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work. I want people to come to the channel because they want to come to the channel, not just to be a number or a head count. You know what I mean? That's something else we can talk about at another time. Maybe in a members only chit chat, if I ever get around to that. I don't know how many people we need to do an auction. I would venture to say 20. And then we could do a auction. But it'll work or it won't. It'll grow. It's fine like it is. I'm perfectly happy with the people we have. But of course we want to continue to grow. I think Scooter and Tammy are off Sunday because they have their estate sale Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So they're going to be, it ends at 3 o'clock or so. But I think she said she was 20, 30 minutes from her house. So plus they're going to be beat. So anyway, whatever. But Lisa's going to be on with us Sunday, I think. I never know till the last minute. I can't do the last minute thing. But and Terry said she wants to come back. So Terry will be on Sunday. I think Terry's going to be on the next 3 Sundays with us. And Lisa's been on a couple Sundays already. And she's going to be on this Sunday. So she'll probably can take a break Or she can come on with Terry. I don't care. I really don't care how many people are on the panel, as long as everybody's okay with selling. The more people, the less chances you have to sell, but I can back out. Me and Selena have always said we'll back out so that we can just rotate people around and let them sell, because that's my priority, is everybody has enough time to sell, and, you know, as long as we can get 5 or 6 rounds in, I'm happy. We usually get 5 in. Sometimes we only get 4 or 3, and I'm like, ugh. But if we can get 5 rounds in a piece, I feel like I'm good, you know, because the sellers, just like you guys, the buyers, the sellers that guest on my channel are giving up their time and their opportunity to sell elsewhere to sell on my channel. So that's my main priority, is to make sure everybody gets, you guys as customers get a variety, and the sellers, for them, get a chance to sell their goods. So that's my priority, more so than me selling. But of course I'd like to sell, but I don't sell near about as much as these other people do. But that's okay. I need to spend a solid week loading up on Amazon. eBay is what I need to do. I've had some good sales this past week, but I don't have that many items on there. So if I load it down, I'll probably get more traction out there on eBay. And to be quite honest, a 120-year-old piece of glass is not going to sell on my channel. It's just not. So I'll put it on eBay. I mean, I could probably sell it for $5, $10, or I can sell it on eBay for like $60 or $65. You know what I mean? So what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to eBay. But I found quite a few nice things. I have totes and totes of things, but a lot of them are stuff I really just, you know, need to list or put in my booth. I haven't been to my booth in a month or 2. I really need to do that too. But I just wanted to touch base with y'all, tell y'all about what was going on here, tell you about the invoicing, tell you about the 5% and 10% discount, tell you about what was going on with all the waterworks around here. The garden, nothing's going on. Plenty's going on, it's just catching up with me. I need to get out here and pick. But other than that, that's all. I haven't even been in the pool once this week. But I'm going to go wash a load of clothes or 2. You just don't know what it's like to get water after you ain't had it for a week. I mean, we've had water. I've just had to be real careful with it. And 0 washing machine. So, thank goodness everything that was left in the house that was dirty was washed that day. And that's how I know it was, because I told you I filled up the washing machine to wash, and when I dumped it, that's when it backed up. And that was after tons of rain. And so then, after everything seeped out, and we thought we might have been okay for a little bit, the next day, I'm like, okay, he had run that auger through there, the little one. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just try it. Maybe it was just some blockage that broke through. So then, what had happened was, the washer had dumped the day before, and the rinse water was sitting in there. So I'm like, okay, let me spin this out. Instead of letting it sit here full of water with clothes in, you know. So I spun it out and it backed right on up again. I'm like, shoot. But at least the clothes got spun out. And that was the last bit of my clothes I had that was dirty. So, I mean, we've only dirtied up like 3 days worth of clothes. So, it's not too bad. I could throw them in today and get done with them. But I'm always washing blankets. I'm always washing dog blankets, pet beds, cat blankets. You know, I probably have 20 pet blankets, you know, the smaller blankets. I'm always changing them out and washing them. So I do probably use a lot of water. Okay, guys, I just wanted to touch base with you. Hope everybody's having a good week. Hope the rain stops for you. It's supposed to be 90 and clear today. It's nice and bright and sunny. It wasn't last night, and it wasn't this morning, but it is now. But these things are just coming in like bands. And I mean, they talk about flash flooding and stuff, and I'm like, if it's a flood watch, I'm usually good. If it says flash flood, I'm usually in trouble, because that creek comes up so fast. And it's not necessarily coming up from my front yard or my rain. It could be coming up from up the next county or the next street or the next neighborhood. where they're getting really bad weather, and it's causing my creek to go out of its banks. And it can be, you can go out of my driveway to run up to the store to get some eggs and milk and bread and come back and not be able to get across the driveway. That's how fast it comes up. So we do watch when it says flash flood. I mean, I can get out a different way, but I have to go through my neighbor's yard. And I don't do things like that unless I have to. But I can hear the creek running behind me. And usually it's kind of on the drier side, but we've had so much water. Okay, guys, you done hearing about the water? Done hearing about the rain? Done talking to me? I will see you guys Sunday night, I hope. And hopefully all the invoices will go out this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully I'll be all done by Sunday. That'd be good. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope y'all are having a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.